Right, so let me now do a proper introduction. So, welcome everyone to my first regularly scheduled stream, where I'm going to be doing long plays of some of my favorite games, some games that I want to talk about in general, and the first one of these is Unavowed. I think I'm going to have to boost the game volume on that a little bit. Hard to tell when it's just a start screen. There should be a lot of noise though. Allow me to... Maybe I've actually got some stuff. I think I got that quite low. So if I now... You should be able to hear some sound effects and some music. So yeah, let me know how you can hear that. But what I want to talk... I'll wait until it's got rain and thunder. There should be some music as well. I'll do about that. That seems good to me. And then I'll put the music down a little bit and the sound effects down a little bit. So I think the voice is gonna be the key thing here. Right. So welcome to the first episode of a series of long plays or full playthroughs I'm going to be doing on this Twitch channel. My name is Rocky Dennis, and I'm very happy that you've joined me, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching this the archive on YouTube. Basically what I want to be doing is I want to be playing a couple of games that I like. I want to play them from start to finish and just kind of talk about them and comment on them and just kind of show them off to people. Games that I think are a little bit underappreciated. This is one that I really love. It's an urban fantasy game by Wadjet Eye, who consistently makes some of the greatest point-and-click games probably ever, honestly, but right now particularly they do some amazing stuff. And this is a game from 2018, I believe. Hope I'm not getting that wrong. This is a fairly recent one, but it is very, very good. So we're gonna start this, and this episode is gonna be, or this part of the game is, there's a lot of setup here. So there's gonna be introduced to the world. We're gonna be introduced to the characters. So that's what this is gonna be mainly. But let's go.
May you be snatched away from this place. You shall no more dare to deceive, persecute, and torment. As smoke is driven away, as wax melts before the fire, so shall you be driven away, unclean spirit.
Okay, so we're starting away here with some questions. I'm just going to check, is the sound okay on that? Can you hear the voice? Is the voice and the music and everything, is that coming through? If you can please just put a yes or no in the chat, and then I'll carry on. It's a pretty strong opening. You can hear the voice. Is the music coming through okay as well? There should be. Loud and clear on my end. Well, that's good enough for me. Okay, so this ending is very dramatic right away. So. Let's start.
Silence! Now answer true. Are you demon, man, or woman? Damn it! No! Just answer!
Do as he says, unless you want a broken wrist.
Don't really hear the music. Okay, as soon as I'm out of this thing, I'll change the settings. But if you hear the voices, that's good enough. Alright, so are we a man? Are we a woman? Are we a demon? This is the one. These are the three genders, obviously. This is the one time that I'm gonna let chat decide: are we man, woman, or demon? So give me the answer what you want there. I'll take another sip of my ice cold water. Right, let's go for demon.
No, you are not. Answer me true. Are you a man, woman, or demon?
Well, we couldn't go demon, unfortunately. We tried. But man or woman? I know I have a preference, but I'll let the chat decide on this. Yeah, let's go for woman.
Demon, your power over her mind is waning. Release her now! Release her before I am forced to destroy you! Remember, you are human. Remember! Tell us, before the demon regains control, your name. Tell us your name.
Our name! I suppose we could go for any name here. What do we think? What do we think? Name-wise, I should forward this beforehand. I'm gonna be naming after the other. Let's do lucky.
You hear that, evil spirit? She knows herself. She is yours no longer. Now, your past. Tell me something about your past. Your profession. Quick.
So this is where I could ask you to choose one, but we are going to choose actor. And there's a reason for that. I'm going to explain that in a little bit. But we're going to go for actor.
She's beginning to remember. Born to the stage. Born to play roles. Now the role of yourself has been taken by another. Take it back. Fight it! Remember who you are!
So it's time for a flashback. Right, so I'm gonna make sure that we can get the music back, because I think you were saying that we can't. You couldn't really hear the music, so let's bump that up a little bit. Can you hear me now? You should be hearing some smooth jazz now, but let's carry on. So yeah, big point of this game's favor, it has great voice acting. Every single character is, I think, sublimely voice acted, and particularly the whole main cast is great. I don't know most of their names, but there are a few that I'm familiar with, and there are a few that we're going to get to that I think that I'm more familiar with. But I think all of them are very seasoned, pretty much across the board. And particularly if you've played other Wadjet Eye games, voices are they use a lot of the same actors in ongoing roles. So we flashed back a little bit to before our weird rooftop exorcism. A thing I like about this game, you don't actually have to click to examine stuff. It'll just, as you hover over them, it'll just examine them, which is a really nice little touch, time saver. So I kind of like a little shitty off Broadway playhouse, I think. Let's talk to Serena.
Hey, it's you. Rehearse what? This show? Not much point in that, is there? Not anymore. The show's done. Kaput. Our fearless directors had a meltdown. Everyone's walked out. Only Maury is left.
That's not good.
Boom. It all blew up. It was a sight to see. Whatever. The show's done and good riddance. If you want to go and deal with Mr. Prima Donna, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm having one last cigarette. Then I'm gonna get so drunk I'll puke on this stupid costume.
Okay, so we're supposed to be starting in the play, but apparently it's not going so good. Can't go in there, but we can go downstairs. You nearly broke your back hanging these things up. Good times. Mount Olympus in all its matte-painted glory. So yeah, we're dealing with a very low-key theater house here. Obviously, very... Oh, hello, Ralph. We're gonna get our first Ralph on the channel, I think. A little bit. Come on then. If you want to take part, if you want to contribute. Egg crates, the most versatile prop in a set designer's arsenal. So a lot of good flavor text. All of Wadjet Eye's games have got great flavor text. So I'm going to be showing off as much of it as I can. But let's talk to Mori. He doesn't seem to be doing so well.
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Come on, then. Come on. Do you want to come up? Do you want to come up, sweetheart? Or do you just want to lick my hand? Yeah, we're getting some Ralph. We're getting the Ralph visit. Now if you... Yes, purr right into the mic. Right into the mic there so that people can enjoy. Yes, yes. Sorry for the little intermission here, but it is tradition that I stop everything and kill Ralph when he wants to. It's not much else I can do, honestly. But okay, let's return.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I'm pissed too. Zach's gone off the deep end. He's not coming back. I mean, he's had his moments before, but this...
He is a sweet boy, Ralph. We'll get more... Sorry, the crowd wants you, Ralph. He wants more of you. Get camera shy now. Yeah, sneeze into my hand, that's fine. That is fine.
No, he's not alright. No, he's 10 times worse. I blame you for this, you know. We need a writer and a director, you said. My old friend Zach does both, you said. What the hell were you thinking?
Oh god, okay.
You're right. This isn't your fault. Zach says the play isn't good enough. He wants to do rewrites. Rewrites! We open next week! He's added 4 major characters. He's changed over half my lines. Serena's too. And he's still not done. He says the ending needs to be more impactful. Well, maybe you didn't know this guy like you thought you did. I mean, damn it, I don't know what to do. You've got seniority here. You know Zach. What do you think? I suggested that myself. Zach won't have it. He threatened to sabotage the show if we did it without him. He's not right in the head. He won't leave. He's been cooped up in the office for a week. He hasn't showered. He doesn't even come out to eat. We don't know what to do. You know him the best. Could you talk to him?
Sure, I can. I can talk to Zach.
Thanks. I'll just be here.
Right, so I want to say, before we move on into this game isn't overly violent, but it does have a couple of slightly bloody moments. Nothing that excessive, but I just kind of want to say, and there's going to be something coming up in a little bit that is a little bit brutal, but just be aware. I don't think it's going to really... It's not too bad, honestly. Just a slight R rating warning on that. But this game is pretty... because obviously this is the spooky season, so we're doing a spooky game. But basically, to catch us up here, because we had some distractions, so we are an actor at a very low rent theater house in New York. We have gone to work, and we found out that the director and writer of the show has gone into some kind of weird hissy fit, where he now decided that he's going to rewrite most of the show a week before it opens. Everyone's pissed off, and it's up to us to talk to them. So let's try to talk to him.
Go away, Maury!
Okay.
Huh? Oh, it's you. Sorry, can't talk. I'm really, really busy. Oh, I've gone beyond rewrites now. I'm slashing the whole thing. I mean, what was I thinking? Killing off the hero's father in the first act? He only has 2 lines. He needs more scenes, more engagement, so when he dies, we'll feel it. And that's important, getting people to feel. I understand that now. I told told him 1,000,000 times I'm fine. Just leave me alone. Making this show the next big thing, man. It's like I was just going through the motions before, but now I get it. I can't stop. Not now. You know what inspiration's like. I have to keep going before it's gone. I can't stop for anything. So I can't talk now. Sorry.
Yeah, it seems fine. Totally fine.
Hey, I didn't ask you to come here. Feel free to leave.
Okay.
Bye.
So our friend Zach has gone off the deep end. Oh. Zach's got some company.
Of course I know. That's Callie. She's the reason for this. For everything. Part? You think she's an actress? No, she's no actress. She's my muse. I searched desperately for her and she came. I'd hoped she'd give me a few ideas, maybe push me in the right direction, but this? I've never been this inspired. I'm on fire. Please, leave us alone.
Okay, so Zach's got a weird friend who's inspiring him into this weird fugue state. But let's look at the look at what we've got here. So yeah, we've got scissors were jammed through a book in a fit of rage. Zach's old reference books have been thrown into a haphazard pile. Gross, whatever that was. I'm not picking it up. So yeah, filled to the brim with crumpled up bits of paper. Let's talk to this Callie woman, shall we?
Hello. A pleasure to meet you. I am referred to as Calliope. I am inspiration made flesh, a conduit to the creative energy of the universe. With that energy, I fill and sustain Zachary. He will either master that energy or be consumed by it. I believe I made myself perfectly clear. Zachary is in need of inspiration. I am providing it, in ample measure. I provide a service. I appear only when asked. Zachary had been creatively blocked for a very long time, so naturally he called upon me. And why would I desire such a thing? Do not interfere. We are connected to the creative force. Any disruption could break it.
Okay, so fans of Myth may realize what's going on here, but Calliope is a muse who has set Zach up into some kind of burst of inspiration that is currently consuming him wholly. The only thing we can really do here, I suppose, is to just go hardcore.
Not a chance I superglued the cord into the socket, remember? Mori kept tripping on it and pulling it out.
No, you can't do that. Oh, my switch alarm is going off. Okay, so we can't really do anything with that. That was the obvious one, but I don't think.
Leave me alone. I need to focus.
Can't talk anymore to him. So let's.
You barely spent 2 minutes in there. You got us into this mess. You get us out.
Your presence is disturbing the flow of creative energy. Please leave.
Right. His fan is screaming. Zach is really working it hard. Then we need to. I'm not sure. We haven't got any. I haven't brought the guide yet because I didn't realize that it was gonna be immediately. I was gonna get stuck. But let's just look around the room and see what we've got. So we can't use that. We can use the. Maybe we can get the scissors. Yes. So we can use the scissors on the cord.
What? Huh? Hey, god damn it! What the hell, man?
Take a shower, for God's
Time
sake.
for that crap? I can't stop now. You of all people should understand. When your muse has you, you just can't stop. No, I'm living more than I ever have. I see it now. You and Maury and everyone else, you're all hacks. Neither of you have the guts to do what I've done.
Yeah, I think he got pissed. I'm not a hack. How dare you?
To dig deep, to reach into the very depths of your own soul and pull it out. No, you can't do that because there's nothing inside you at all.
Fucking
no
hell.
disrespect. I like you. You're a great actress. When these rewrites are done and this show goes to Broadway, you'll thank me.
Ooh.
They left? They abandoned me? I'm doing this to help you. Can't you all see that?
Well, I think let's go sympathetic
Help?
here.
Well, I don't need help. I'm doing great.
Oh yeah, I know. I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling.
I'm not sure who I am right now. The past week with Callie, it's been great, but I'm confused. Damn it. I've been a real asshole, haven't I? You've all put so much work in. You all really believe in this, in me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Let's play nice.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. We can still do this. I can still do this. I just need to call everyone, tell them I'm okay, that I'm an idiot. Speaking of, could you get rid of this book for me?
Sure thing, pal.
This book, the one in my hand. It's how I found my muse, Callie. I'm not sure how it works, but it did. Take it, hide it. Don't give it back until after the show is over.
Sure thing, pal.
Zachary, I am not so easily dismissed.
Who's dismissing? Once the critics destroy us, there'll be plenty of time for rewrites.
Was that completely necessary?
So, what's the story? Well, why are you staring at me like that?
Your
And
chosen
thus-
vessel remembers. You are no longer welcome, wicked spirit. The hands you control will no longer do your bidding. In the name of myself, my witness, and the soul whom you hold captive, I cast you out! Gotcha!
Eli!
Yeah, so like you were saying, this is a pretty dramatic opening. Yeah, Hat Guy, you're going to love more and more as this game goes on. So we're in Brooklyn, judging by the view. I love this game's aesthetic. This like blood red skies. It's so foreboding. She looks ordinary, but had a grip like a steel vice. She's hovering over the man like a mother hen. You can't see him from this angle, but his moaning tells you he's alive.
Stand back!
Jeez, Mandy, put that sword away. The spirit is gone. That lady's harmless. See? She doesn't even remember us. Looks like her memory got scrambled during the exorcism.
Scrambled.
What? It happens.
I apologize for the threat. It has been a long night. Please, come with us, and we will explain everything. Because I am cold, soaking wet, and I have been outdoors all night. However, if you want to stay up here, you are welcome to.
So these are
She's
sorry.
We've had a rough night. Go easy on us, okay? Just come on downstairs. When you're ready, we'll explain everything. We're the good guys. Honest.
Yeah, we love Eli a lot. Is what we're gonna find. Let's go downstairs.
Do take your time. Soak it all in.
So this game does go ham immediately in a way that I love. And I was talking about the flavor text before. This has got some good shit right here. The man is slashed in several places. You can only hope he went quickly. God, look at that. The fucking skeleton in a ribcage. An old woman lies crushed under the table. A large mass of debris blocks the front. Oh god. The man's face has been beaten beyond recognition. Impaled straight for the heart and hanging like a rag doll. You don't even get the rib cage with the guts hanging out here. They don't even tell you about that one. It's too horrific. Let's speak to these people.
How is that memory of yours? Anything spring to mind? Your answer is within your question. Hell indeed happened here. These innocents of the city who I have sworn to protect, were destroyed by your hands.
I think you'll find your definition of impossible is about to change. You were possessed by some kind of demon. It made you do things.
You do not remember? 1 year ago, you murdered that actor Mori in cold blood, and that rider.
Your body did, if that's what you mean. That theater's been a condemned site ever since. The story was top news for weeks. Every district in the city was searching for you.
As were we. And it is fortunate that we found you first. These people on the floor,
Yes.
torn apart using your bare hands. The rain washed away most of the blood from your hands, but it will always be there, whether you can see it or not.
Good god, lady. Okay,
No,
cool.
you can't do that.
He is correct. Punishing yourself is not the answer, and would expose us. If you want to see justice done, help make it right.
Listen to me. These feelings you've got right now, the guilt, the anger, hold on to that. It means you're human. You'll need that going forward.
Speaking of going,
Yeah, we need to scoot. Did you put up a veil, Mondana?
I did, and it will confuse the police long enough for us to get away, but we should not tarry.
Right, so let's go. Post haste, I feel.
Fresh air at last.
A padlock. Of course. Can you pry it off?
I am tired, Eli. My strength ebbed hours ago. Perhaps she can help us. Could you find something to pry this off?
So I think this is one of
Anything
the
big or heavy should do.
this is one of the first puzzles of the game. I don't exactly remember how to do it, but we'll find out. But before we can do that,
You've got to be kidding me.
This place, much has changed.
Creature, who are you and what is your purpose here?
Purpose? You invited me.
You're mistaken.
I was summoned across the void by you.
I say again, you are mistaken.
we can
No,
actually
truth.
do shit here.
I know what you are, Jin Child. I know you cannot
Get a
speak
tablecloth.
false.
There's copper wiring.
Nevertheless, a beacon appeared. A path was formed. I merely followed it.
Nobody here has
So
done
we
such a
can.
thing.
That might not be entirely true.
Eli,
On the roof, I used a lot of power. Probably enough to call the attention of, well, something like this.
So we got the end of the wire.
Neophyte mage, playing with forces you don't understand.
I'm
we
mage
can put
enough
that
to
in
burn
the-
you into a greasy smudge.
So we're putting that in the.
I know a far
Look, well, I guess this is my life now. Starts doing other shit. Yeah, she's
your power.
she's acclimatizing to this very quickly.
None left.
So we've
You are nearly spent. And you, Jin Child, are so fatigued you can barely stand.
There is
That
something.
may be
So we've
true, but stand we shall.
we've insulated that. We've put that
Since we're
wiring in
being
there.
so honest with each other, you don't look too healthy yourself.
The journey here was long
that's
and
it.
difficult. I used much of my energy getting here.
That was creatively done.
Yeah. Nice work.
You guys obviously weren't.
We
Nah.
cannot say for sure. This creature is from across the void. There are so many that they defy categorization.
It's a ligamental.
A what?
It's made up of ligaments and sinew. It fits.
Very well. This creature is a ligamental.
Ugh. Such agony. What manner of pain is this? I am merely hungry. That stench. It can't be. You, a demon spawn? On this plane? The corruption is
demon's
still
gone, baby.
thick within you. Why do you come here to torment me?
There is no demon. I got rid of it.
You are a fool. The corruption lingers.
Creature,
Fuck.
you are at our mercy. Return home through the void at once.
You know I cannot. I used all my energy to get here. I will not survive the return journey without food. I must feed on human flesh. In this world, nothing else will sustain me.
Oh dear. So we need, but we do have quite a few recently deceased bodies that we don't want to let them go to waste. So this is the first. Actually, this is pretty neat because this is the first real choice you make in the game, apart from the character creation. Because we can choose to basically let it go, or we can just give it the bodies. And let's do that one.
What? That's... Ugh.
Does the demon spawn speak true? There is meat inside this building?
There is meat
Yes.
in this building.
Yes, there is. Slaughtered only hours ago.
Fresh meat. That is perfect. Let me consume my fill, and I will leave you in peace.
I do not think I can do that. It would draw too much attention. The police are bound to notice.
Not to mention the victims inside are innocent. They have families, loved ones. They'll want closure.
I am innocent too, mageling. You summoned me. I merely answered. Would you kill me just for that?
It speaks true, Eli. What is your decision?
Wait, you're putting this on me?
Yes.
I'm not the one that has to cut that thing's throat. I can't decide that for you.
No, I think
was your
those
magic
people
ability
are
here.
already dead.
The
Is my
choice
thinking.
yours.
Let him feed.
Yes. It is the most practical solution.
Feed
Ugh,
those.
I'm gonna be sick.
Rise, creature.
Well, he needs to eat
Your fill would be
someone.
gone.
He needs to eat someone, and I'm thinking like better that he.
Finished?
Please,
He left
please,
a law.
please be finished.
Yes, I believe I can make the return journey and survive. Thanks be to you, Jin Child, Mage, Demon Spawn. I shan't trouble you again.
What a nice demon, though. I think
It is done.
perfectly reasonable.
Thank God. Let's get out of here.
All in all, this was eventful.
Yeah, eventful.
We did fine work this night.
We all did.
Agreed. You showed immense fortitude, especially for one in your situation.
Oh, hello. Thank you for following. So can I go home now? Yeah, I'd like to go home, please.
Yeah. About that.
Let me. 1 year has passed since your possession. You're wanted by the police for many violent crimes.
You certainly can't go back to acting.
Indeed. Although there might be a new role you can play. The demon that infested you, that creature we just defeated, mere taste of what is out there.
And they just keep coming. We need manpower. Look, you saw us in action tonight. It's obvious we need all the help we could get.
Just as it is obvious your old life is gone. But we can help. We can give you a new identity, a new life, a new purpose.
Normally there's a vetting process, but you more than proved yourself tonight.
So, what say you? Will you join us?
Yeah, so this turns out that this is basically just a long job interview. Because while we were possessed by this demon, we have murdered many, many people, apparently. So our old life is forfeit, essentially. Yeah, we kind of have to go with these guys.
Say that again after my powers recharge.
None of us are at full strength. Come, we can find suitable sleeping arrangements back at our headquarters.
Sleeping sounds great. By the way, my name's Eli. This is Mandana.
Welcome to the Unavowed, my friend. Trust me, your life will never be the same.
Yeah, we're part of the Unavowed now. Which does seem pretty avowed, to be honest. Being part of this group for life, nonetheless, but it's good branding. The HQ is pretty cozy, actually. This is our room at the HQ, and it's pretty big. A faded old poster of a heavy metal band, Axis of Weevil. The silver crucifix might be useful if vampires are real. A scratched up violin and bow. This rusted sword looks like it might break if you coughed loudly. Outside you can see the hustle of downtown nightlife on the street below. A bottle of brandy, crusted with age. Whole pot of espresso just for you. Somehow it's always hot. And then we've got a framed photograph hangs on the wall near the bed. An old publicity shot of you and Maury. How did this get here? So we've already been sort of made to be comfy here. The low brass elephant with a memento of Siam written on the underside. An empty stained old sea chest. I think that's about it what we can see. Alright, there's certainly some eclectic reading material in this bookcase. Big windows, yeah, like the candles on the wood pillars, yeah, that's pretty good. We will see why the candles on the wood pillars isn't actually that big of a deal in a bit. There is an in-universe explanation for that. Huh. She can do that, huh? This board looks incredibly ancient and is engraved with indecipherable characters. Also, this music is very good. Any dogs in this game? There might be a dog. I don't remember, actually. Possibly there's a dog, but don't quote me on that just yet.
Please do not disturb those. It took centuries to arrange them just the way I like them.
Let's talk to Mandana.
You are awake. Did you sleep well?
You just came out of a
This
bottle.
astonishes you. After all you experienced. I suppose I should have seen this coming. Introduction to the supernatural world can often have unpredictable effects on the mundane mind. It may take some time for you to process it all. Well, Miss Unpredictable, you certainly surprised us last night. I think you are going to make this transition just fine. And this is good, because there is so little time to waste. My father Kalash is waiting to speak to you in the room beyond the red drapes. When you are ready, seek him out. In the meantime, relax and explore the facility.
Don't want to interrupt.
I will be here if you have any questions.
You make the free wishes joke, and that's preempting the game a little bit. Let's talk a little bit. Let's do because now we're kind of getting in. We've been through the intro. Let's do a little bit of world building now.
What is your question?
So we found out what we do.
are peacekeepers. We protect the mundane world from the threats of the supernatural. We help who we can, destroy ones we must, and recruit those who are willing. With you, I suppose we did all three. As a whole, for thousands of years. But the New York branch is only 400 years old. As long as there is need of us, we will be here. We do not exactly advertise our presence. We prefer it that way. But the truth is, the last century has seen a diminishing need for our services. Things have certainly changed. Yes, supernatural threats have been escalating. It happened so suddenly, we were caught unprepared. We had become complacent. We have not been recruiting. You are the first new recruit in decades. The first of many, we hope.
It does make a little bit of sense that they're so quick to invite you in, given that you don't really have any choice, and you managed to do one thing correctly, because they are desperate. Because supernatural shit is starting to go down, and they don't really have the manpower to deal with it.
I will do my best to answer. Me? What do you want to know? The term is Jinn. And yes, on my father's side. And no, I do not grant wishes.
Yeah, no, the character design is awesome in this game. I think the characters in general are just... They're so well written and well acted. And I think they're just so... Everything from their design to the acting, and it comes together so well. And I just love how over the course of the game you learn so much more about them, but in a very subtle way. Obviously here you kind of get a little bit of an info dump, because we now have to be caught up with everything that we've seen, because we have this great immediate res opening. So now we just kind of get to know the characters a little bit more.
When was this city founded? 1624. Yes, I was just a child, but it was around that time. 418. No, 19. My birthday was last month. It is difficult to keep track, but Father always remembers.
Oh, that's sweet.
I will do my best to answer.
This game is, for all the blood and guts and horror and stuff, it actually does have some very nice, wholesome moments.
Eli is my partner, and a dear, dear friend. We have saved each other's lives more often than we can count. You and he have much in common. He was once mundane, like yourself. I would recommend asking him about his transition. It might help with your own. I do not know. I am not being facetious. I honestly do not know. This building has housed many agents over the centuries, and they too have been given gifts. Photographs and portraits of loved ones, precious possessions long since lost. We do not question it. We merely accept it and be thankful for it. Last night, yes, you gave us quite the chase. We know nothing about the demon that was inside you, but it was a wily thing. You hurt nobody. Your demon hurt several. It was taunting us, dancing just out of our reach, slaughtering whomever it could. But we got it in the end. Regardless of what happens next, we stopped it. We can all take comfort in that.
Yeah, so that's good at least.
Last night, we know it was, but we can all... Thank you.
Right, so let's go downstairs. And here we got Hat Dad. Look at his room a little bit. An old portrait of a quaint suburban house. An old color photo of Eli and Madonna. Oh. We got an old photo of Eli and a woman in a wedding dress. A handsome chap. Some precisely calculated fireball trajectories. We got an old black and white photo of Eli at a desk. Fire extinguishers, a wise precaution.
Hey! Don't surprise a fire mage like that. Bad idea. Anyway, hi. You settling in okay? You noticed? Yeah, I like to do this in my spare time. Keeps me sharp. But seriously, it took me a while to get used to this stuff. It's not gonna happen for you overnight, but you'll get there, faster than you think. Anyway, I'm sure you want to walk around. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Let's.
I know a little bit about that. What do you want to know?
I think it's mainly the same things, but we can kind of. I
Well,
suppose we
we're sort of super.
get his take on it as well.
Sometimes there's a threat that only we can handle, and we go and handle it. Well, I say sometimes, but lately it's been a lot more than that. You know, I wondered the same thing when I first joined. I mean, we're careful. We use veils. I don't throw fire around Times Square or anything. But the real secret, nobody notices us. It's kind of uncanny. Mundanes go through crazy mental tricks to pretend we're not there. So maybe the mundane world isn't ready for us yet. They will be. They won't have a choice the way things are going.
The nice thing about this game that you may have noticed is that this is an urban fantasy game, modern fantasy game, with magic and mundane separated. That is not written by a transphobe. There is that.
Let me put it this way. There are 732% more threats than there used to be, give or take 0.5. A year ago, we'd usually be called out once a month, if at all. Now it's almost every day. And me and Mandana, we're the only ones dealing with it. Until now, anyway. Gosh, a really long time. Sorry. If you're looking for a history lesson, Mandana or Kalash are the ones to ask. As far as I'm concerned, we do good work. That's all that matters. Sure.
We want to know a little bit about you.
Together, we should know each other. Ask away. Ooh, never use the word wizard. It's a social faux pas or something. I'm a mage with a capital M. The capital is also important. At least that's what the books tell me. I never actually met another mage to find out. Someone's been telling tales out of school, huh? I used to have a pretty normal life. Then one day I set my office on fire. With my mind. Then stuff happened and Mandana found me. She brought me here. The rest is, well, history.
Stuff happened? Yep.
I bared my soul enough for one day. Barely even know you. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, we might find out later.
Why do you think? Fire mage here. I could easily burn this place to the ground if I'm not careful. I needed a place to practice, and a room insulated with stone was the obvious choice. Besides, I don't feel the cold, so it's quite cozy down here. Nope, kinda tingles, but that's it. It's kinda like playing with light, at least when it touches my flesh. Clothes, though, I can burn them clear off and I won't even notice. Took about a decade and a dozen indecent exposure arrests before I managed to make my clothes fireproof.
Ooh, making us think about you naked, eh? Yeah, the need to be a level 5 friend. This is like Persona. We'd have to go on dates with him and go to the mall.
Since the Nixon administration, I'm older than I look.
Answered your question earlier.
If you must know, I'm 92. It's the magic. Keeps me young. No surgery required. Yeah, it is what it is, okay? I'm a mage. We live long lives. And a story. Sure. Look, I really wanted to get some practice in. Maybe next time. Huh, you too, huh? Wasn't long after I joined up that my first photo appeared. Scared the hell out of me. It's something to do with this building. It wants you to remember who you are, who you were. Don't think about it too hard. I've been here 50 years and I still don't know how it works. You had time to process it? I know I have. To be honest, I'm just glad the exorcism worked. Took 4 days of concentration to prepare that spell. I gave it everything I had.
4 days.
Well, yeah. When you deal with demons, you don't leave anything to chance. Not to mention lightning. If I hadn't prepared, it could have fried you. Not to mention me. I just wish I hadn't summoned that thing. I know the creature was technically blameless, but I'm still not sure we made the right call. Still, I suppose it's too late now.
Yeah, so whenever you have to make these kind of like low judgments, you have to make like a binary choice. The characters are going to feel differently about them. I'm making them very specifically because I want us to reach a very specific ending. So that's why I made that choice. And also because I think it generally does make sense. He's icky, but those people were dead. Why is he going to kill more people? Is that better? But that, I think, is everything we can ask him. So let's talk to this Kalash fella. And I want to... I know at least 2 people in the chat who are going to recognize this voice coming up. So just be on the lookout for that. I think there are about 5 endings, 5 or 6. A ship in a bottle hangs in a place of honor above the door. Colourful painting of a mother and child. It's either a Tiffany's lamp or a very good replica. A blue-green crystal glowing with a mysterious inner light. The spirits in these bottles are the drinking kind, at least you hope. This bottle emits a faint hum. Smoke dances up the chimney from the warm embers of the fire. But let's talk to him first, before we touch anything.
Hmm? Oh, you're the new one, aren't you?
You're blue. Nah.
Nobody joins the Unavowed, girl. We serve it. We are the wall against the darkness. As for me, I am Kalash. I am a djinn of the ancient kingdom, and I run this branch of the Unavowed. And you? You were possessed. How'd you let that happen?
How did I let that happen? Yes, that is Pro CD. Doing the voice for Kalash. That is indeed Sungwon Cho doing the voice. Which does make it a little bit, because it makes me just think of Archibald. But he's great in this game too.
Sloppy. Such a thing would have been unthinkable once. In my day, even a newborn babe had wits enough to leave books of demonic evil alone. Mundanes today don't know they're born. The world has gotten soft, needs toughening up. How tough are you, new girl?
I got hit by lightnings yesterday. Several times.
The demon inside you took the brunt of that. You don't have a scar on you. No.
Okay, boomer.
You've yet to experience your true crucible, but it will come.
Oh, yes.
It will come. At any rate, we have much to discuss and much to do. Settle in. Talk to the others. Get the lay of the land. I will call our meeting when you are ready.
Let's look at the pictures around the room before we do the meeting. So that's mother and child. I think you can all figure out that that is Mandana and her mother. So Mandana is half djinn, half pirate. Fucking so cool.
What is it? You ready to start the meeting?
Yes. We could ask him some questions too.
I know a thing or two about that. We're the wall against the darkness, the protectors of the mundane world. We might not be what we once were, but we are here, and that is all that matters. Nobody knows for sure, not even I. But this branch is exactly 393 years old. I know because I founded it. That's gratitude for you. Used to be, you mundanes would beg us for help if a cat looked at you funny. But yes, I won't deny it. Supernatural threats became fewer and further between over the last century. There was little reason for mundanes to think of us at all. But things have changed.
Also, his Kalash voice sounds a lot like the voice he does for Santa Claus in the Left at London song. So again, I just think like I just keep thinking about Kalash saying, "Oh no, everyone thinks I'm homophobic now." Listen to that song, by the way.
Yes, this city was becoming a force to be reckoned with. with the supernatural forces to match. There was important work to be done. I volunteered, and here I am still.
The thing is, I've watched pretty much everything Pro City has done, so I'm so familiar with all of his characters and stuff. So it's hard for me to separate it.
Yes, supernatural threats have risen.
It's a pretty naughty list stuff left in London.
Difficult to contain. We need to fill our ranks. You are the first in a long line of many, I hope. Well, I do not indulge in idle gossip. If you want to know of someone, ask them. Not now. My opinion will be given during the meeting, rest assured.
Alright, let's call the meeting.
The time for waiting is past.
Father, you met our latest recruit?
Yes, I admit she doesn't look like much, but we'll see what this life makes of her.
We were all neophytes once, Kalash.
Most of us, Mage Beckett. Most of us.
I'm right here, you know.
I'm getting to that. I have read the reports on your last mission. Mage Beckett, is it true you summoned a void creature?
Yes, by accident, I swear.
Irrelevant. Magic is unpredictable. I understand this. What I don't understand is why you let it feed on human corpses. What will the mundane authorities think when they find tooth marks on the victims?
The creature was both a danger and an innocent. We reached a compromise. That is all.
We'll be the ones compromised if the two of you aren't more careful.
Don't you mean the freebie?
Yes, force of habit.
Father, regardless of our choices, the void creature is gone. We have a more pressing concern.
Yes, you let the demon escape. Your mission was a failure. Saving you was a side objective, nothing more.
Saving people isn't a side objective, sir.
And how many might now die because you let the demon escape?
I was so close. I had it contained, but it was stronger than I expected.
I see. This is becoming distressingly commonplace.
Nevertheless, Eli speaks the truth. We underestimated the threat.
Then that will have to be sufficient. And now to the next item at hand. Your next mission. You are correct. In more ways than you can imagine.
Yeah, we're prepared, man.
Detected void activity in the East Village, somewhere close to Astor Place. You are to travel there, determine the cause of the disturbance, and neutralize it. Activity from beyond the void. Do try and keep up.
Are you sure she's ready to go out into the field so soon?
These are dangerous times. Dark forces are coming. We don't have the time for traditional training. If she isn't able to handle it immediately, we might as well kill her now. Trial by fire, sink or swim, do or die. You want to prove yourself to the Unavowed, new girl. Now is your chance. Meeting adjourned.
Right.
Well, I guess that settles that.
He knows how to make an exit.
I know, right? If anyone's gonna do a fire pun, it should be me. Anyway, we're ready when you are.
Yeah, let's go.
Looks like the K train is down. Again.
Eli,
So we can,
the K train was discontinued in 1988.
Was it? I could swear I took it to the Museum of Natural History not too long ago.
You did, in 1986.
So the cool thing about this game, actually, let's talk about that later. But the reason why we have this scene, reason we have this scene is because you can actually choose characters for each mission. For this, we don't need to though, because you can take two characters each mission, and we only have 2 characters to pick. So we're all just gonna go to the East Village. But later on we will actually be able to choose characters each time we leave.
Still raining.
It
At least nothing's here waiting to kill us.
Well, the night is young.
The Alamo sculpture, aka the cube, it's been there as long as you can remember.
You seem troubled. Is something the matter? So there is, but you have nothing to fear from him. Not with the veil in place.
Yeah, it became active when you signed up with us. It just disguises your identity. Anyone looking at you sees slightly different features.
You are not the first new recruit to arrive with complications in the mundane world. The veil prevents awkwardness all around.
So basically, I look like a different person because we're with the Unavowed, so you just kind of look a bit scrambled to people.
Nobody in the mundane world, no. The veil only works on mundanes. Supernatural beings and the void touch can see through it easily. But that law enforcement officer, he will pose no threat.
Right.
Good. Let's keep going.
Let's talk.
Evening, man. Who wants to know?
So here's another thing. When you pick your background at the beginning, you actually get slightly different dialogue options throughout the entire game, depending on what you chose. So you can pick actor, police officer, or bartender, I believe, are the three. And because we picked actor, we can actually lie to people. Police officers, I believe the difference is that police officers can... they tend to be able to sort of, well, use the fact that they're a police officer basically, so they can kind of like have some sense of authority, and with in this case, you could basically pull rank. And a bartender, I think they're like more sympathetic, I'll say. But as an actor, we can pretend to be someone we're not.
Welcome home, I guess. Count yourself lucky that the fire didn't spread. I'll tell you one thing. You see a lot of bad people in this line of work, but it takes a special kind of nasty to torch a homeless shelter. Yeah, a neighborhood full of corporate chains, and they attacked this place.
Was anyone hurt?
A few people killed. A lot of people with second or third degree burns.
That is horrible.
I won't argue with that. I was here when the rescue team arrived. They were carted off to Beth Israel Hospital. The people here, they don't exactly have medical insurance. That's how we're treating it. Until we know otherwise, we're treating it like a crime scene. Which means, stay back. Yeah, you could say that. Wouldn't be here if I had the choice, believe me. I don't blame you. See ya.
Right, so I don't think we can go in here just yet, so let's go carry on. We still don't even really know what our mission is.
Are you alright? You look a little...
But something's happening.
Where are you taking me?
Oh, we can talk in the flashback.
I'll do whatever you want. Just help me. Please.
Did you see that?
I did.
Neuromorphic projection. I've read the theories, but never thought. I think she's coming out of it.
Are you alright?
Yes, you did. We saw it too. A vision from your past. Well, your demon's past, technically. This area must have kickstarted your brain into remembering. There was some psychic spillover. We could see it too.
So basically we had a flashback that manifested in the real world somehow.
Sorry. For what it's worth, I feel completely fine.
As do I.
See? Bright side.
This building the demon entered. It used to house the Village Eye.
The newspaper? Didn't it go out of business a few years ago?
Indeed it did. What was your demon self doing here? I strongly doubt that.
Yeah, everything's digital these days. Right, enough jabbering. Let's go.
So I believe let's follow our demon self.
Well, that just figures, doesn't it?
Now, this is another interesting part about this game, is that you can actually use your you can use the companions you got with you in different ways. Mandana, for example, can open locks.
It is done. Be aware that if law enforcement questions me, I am compelled to tell the truth.
She will get BFF bracelets.
Smells very human in here.
Colorful
Looks like
graffiti
people were
explosive door.
squatting here. Half a dozen at least. Wasn't there a homeless shelter around the corner? Why live here?
It could be pride. Or perhaps they gathered here for a specific purpose.
I'm guessing it wasn't a slumber party.
Let's go downstairs.
Ow! God damn it.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. I tripped over... I have no idea. Can't see a damn thing.
Let's
What? Where are you?
Eli waves his hand around in the darkness, trying to feel his way. Don't think we can do anything. But look at that.
Do not be alarmed. That was just a lost spirit. What you would call a ghost. They are harmless.
Well, it's not like ghosts can exactly do anything.
They have no physical form. We cannot interact with them, nor they with us. It is best to leave them be.
40 years ago, I would have joined you. But Mandana's right. There's nothing we can do for them.
Death is part of the mundane world. We do not get involved. Let us move forward.
Let's go and look in this room.
Huh. Only one bed in here.
Yes, this room was designated to separate one individual from the rest. Someone of importance, most likely. Or someone undesirable.
PW equals heart.
So this room either belonged to a cult leader or a prisoner.
Most likely.
Love the spooky soundtrack now as well.
Things, but don't they need electricity to work? I don't think the power's on in this place.
And a photograph.
What have you got there? An old fuse? Seems to still be intact.
How handy. So we might be able to turn the electricity on. Now this bit I don't actually remember how to do.
Drawings on the wall mean anything to you, Mandana?
I cannot decipher their meaning, but I do get a sense of reverence.
Reverence.
Don't recall exactly how we're getting out of this, but we've got the fuse. We should be able to put that in somewhere, but let's look around before we do anything else.
Whoever is in that photo, this woman is not her.
She's lost in her own world. Maybe we should just leave her alone. She's lost.
Yeah, we can't. I don't think we can actually talk to her. This woman looks familiar, though.
Where did you get that? Help me. Look, lady, I've had enough help to last me a lifetime. I might not look it, but I'm fine. Tell everyone that Wendy is fine. You don't need to come out here and... Wait, it's you, isn't it? You've come back.
Oh, shit.
Don't patronize me. I know who you are. You're the master.
Oh.
Don't know why you sound so surprised. You've done something to your face. You've changed it somehow, but I can tell. It's you.
Curious. She can see past the veil. She must be void-touched.
What touched?
Void-touched. It means...
I don't give a crap what it means. And I don't give a crap about you either, Master. Just leave me alone. I already know you're good at that. Why should I? Right. And I'll bare my soul to you because you obviously care so much. You left us. You don't care about anything. So
Okay.
take your new followers and go.
Followers?
You heard me.
So, yeah, we're painting a picture here of what we might have been doing in our possessed form.
What do I mean? You left. Left us to fend for ourselves, and it all went to shit. Me, I'm back where I started. Others weren't so lucky. You never cared, did you? All that time, I knew it. I just didn't want to believe it.
Oh dear.
You... what? You're serious, aren't you? You didn't just leave us. You forgot about us.
It's a bit more complicated than that, but yes.
We are trying to piece together
Probably not
what
helping.
happened. Can you help us?
No, it's done. It's over. If you've forgotten about it, then maybe I can too. Just leave me alone. You really don't remember anything, do you? You've even forgotten Jordan, your precious protege. Well, he's gone. No thanks to you.
Jordan, eh?
He and I were a thing, kind of. I don't know. We're nothing anymore. He's got
This is a
left
shit show.
Soon after you. He's probably dead. Not that you care.
So it looks like the demon somehow has gathered a cult in an old newspaper building for some reason.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Don't talk about it. Don't even think about it. Just don't. He and I, he's not that you... Please, don't come back.
We've got that. And we can go back here. Yep.
Just so we are clear, we are not calling you Master.
Yeah, stuff's definitely gone down. Oh, why not? My old friends call me Master.
This wall drawing means nothing to me. Eli?
Me neither. Although it's different from the art in the other room.
How so?
I don't think...
Don't remember how we need to get the power on, but I don't remember off the top of my head how we do that. So it's got to be the fuse, I'm sure.
That's weird. Come on!
There we go.
Is there a problem?
The darkness, it's fighting the light.
It always does.
I'm being literal. Whatever's down here, it's interfering with my magic.
We can only actually do his fire for a little bit, but enough so that we can put the fuse box in, or the fuse in the fuse box.
Gobsmacked.
It's a forest.
A forest in a basement.
Well, that explains why my fire's so weak down here. Probably a natural defense mechanism for whatever this is.
Yeah. This tree stump grows out of a solid concrete. The surface is covered in... is that blood? This blanket is covered with moss and lichen. Nothing else we can really interact with. We can remove the blanket. I'm sure that's going to be fine. Let's do it.
Well, this just got a lot more complicated.
Whoever this was, their face has been eaten away by some kind of moss.
Male. Early to mid-60s, I believe. The cause of death is difficult to determine.
He's got vines growing out of him.
If it was, I do not believe it is contagious. Your vision. You were familiar with this building. Whatever happened here, you were involved. Or at least your demon self was.
You don't remember anything. No other visions spring to mind.
No, for God's sake. Think I would remember.
You probably would.
No doubt your demon covered its tracks well before leaving your mind.
So, who is he?
He has no distinguishing marks. He carries no identification. Whoever this is, it remains a mystery.
I think it might be that dude. Is his body
It is a
yours?
lost spirit. It cannot communicate.
Are you sure about that?
It does appear agitated. Let us leave it be.
It's fuzzy and indistinct. It stares blankly ahead, barely noticing you are even here.
Lost spirits cannot
I don't think it...
Nope, we cannot talk. Don't think we can do anything else with the body either. Nope. So, let's go upstairs again. It's a beautiful, like, spooky atmosphere in this game. Like, the music helps a lot too. So we got the laptop working, because the electricity is working now. We found a note that said PW equals heart. And we're gonna guess that it's Wendy. Because we had they were an item. Please mime what the fuck happened to you. How do you mime moss growing from your insides? That's pretty good mime if you do that. Master says I should start this journal explaining who I am and how I got here. My name's Jordan. 3 months ago I was fired from my job at a crappy electronics store. 2 weeks ago my landlord evicted me because I couldn't pay the rent. I was on the street in the middle of this brutal winter. The homeless shelter was completely full. I thought I was going to freeze to death. Master found me. She brought me here. She gave me clothes and warm food and this laptop. She insists I keep a journal of my experiences here. She also says I should call her Master. That's fine, I don't care. I'm safe here and I'm not leaving. Heck, if it keeps me alive, I'll call her God. The Master brought a few more people in. They're all homeless like me. They're all sick. This old guy's lung cancer is so bad he's coughing up blood. There's this girl named Wendy who looks to be in incredible pain. Me, I'm still cold. It's so hard for me to get warm, but at least I'm not dying. Master brought us downstairs. There's a tree growing up through the floor. A tree? Master said that it's an altar of life, and it'll protect us and heal us if we do the same. She will teach us how. All we have to do is let her cut us, and we bleed on the altar. Oh my god, the energy. Oh man, it's incredible. I'm warm, so warm, it feels so good. I've never felt this good. The cold has completely left my body. The old guy's cough is gone. He's even breathing normally. And Wendy's walking around without any pain. Praise the Master. There's 7 of us now. Master has been cutting us every few weeks. It seems crazy, but we heal up right away and we're healthy. That's the important thing. Praise the Master. I would be dead if it wasn't for her. We all would. Merry Christmas! The tree is growing. There's grass on the floor of the basement. It's concrete. With the Master, anything is possible. The Master needs to leave for a while, and now I'm being put in charge. Me? In charge? I'm so honoured. Maybe I should password protect his laptop, since it's so important now. It's nice having my privacy, but it's kind of lonely in here. I asked Wendy if she would stay the night with me. She said yes. I cut the old guy. He bled like crazy. He didn't heal. I had to run out for bandages. Thank God he's okay. It's freezing in here. I turn the radiator up full blast. It does nothing. Wendy's limping. The old guy is coughing. I can't stop shivering. The ritual doesn't work anymore. Master, where are you? You've been gone for almost 2 months. Can't barely feel the keys. Hands are numb. I can't help these people anymore. I can't help myself. I have to leave. I'm sorry, Master. I can't do it. Putting Wendy in charge. I'm sorry.
Blood rituals used for healing. That is perverse and wrong.
It may be wrong, but it does explain the forest downstairs. It's unspent life energy. It created excess life.
Beauty can hide all manner of evil, Eli. You know this more than anyone.
I sense the story here, Eli. Nah, let's not prod it too much.
That is the question, is it not?
We know what happened, just not how. If I understand that journal right, the ritual stopped working when the, master left, which means that only you, or rather your demon, could perform it.
Then why leave Jordan in charge?
That's a good question. One more reason to track it down. In the meantime, I really want to know more about this ritual.
Right, let's get to it. So we know that there was a cult. They did blood sacrifices. And people probably didn't feel so good after that. Let's... don't know if we can talk to her again, but let's try it. While we're here.
Shit. I knew I should have tossed that computer. Well, the cat's out of the bag now. You proud of yourself, Master? You mean, did you teach us all how to do those blood rituals? Yes. You took us all in. You saved us, I guess. Maybe. Every month you'd do the ritual. You'd cut one of us. We'd bleed on the altar. Then you'd say those words and we'd heal. Better, stronger, faster than before. It was like a drug.
Life energy. That's what you were being fed. That explains the wildlife in the basement. It must be residual life magic.
Whatever it was, it felt good. It all ended, is what happened. Jordan was so happy when you put him in charge. He tried, he really did. But he just got too sick. But whatever you did to us, the healing, it stopped working when you left. So he put me in charge. Me. And I just made things worse. He loved me. He trusted me to do the right thing and do right by everyone. I didn't expect I would... I cut with a knife. I said those stupid words again and again and again. It didn't work, so I had to try harder.
The murdered man in the basement. You took the blood ritual too far.
Ooh.
It was an accident, I swear.
Yeah. That's gonna do it.
Yes. I put him on the altar.
Did it work?
I took the knife and I killed him. I was nervous, I guess. I thought that was the end of it, but then...
His spirit, it came back.
It was horrible. We couldn't stay. Every time it saw us, it would scream. Yes, and so I came here. I don't want to be around people anymore.
You speak the truth.
You believe me? Hooray.
It is not a matter of belief. I simply know what truth is. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Well, there's no point in lying anymore, is there? The Master here was just as much involved as me. And something tells me you aren't going to turn her in. You think I'm an idiot? I tossed it down a storm drain.
What? Why did you do that?
Why do you think? It's probably halfway to Jersey by now, and good riddance.
Yeah, she's had a tough time with it. She was homeless, drawn into a blood cult with a bunch of other homeless people. And before that, she was sick even before that. Then she accidentally kills a guy. Then she gets haunted, and now she's in a rainy park in the middle of the night. Yeah, I I sympathize.
Cerebral palsy on my left side. It was bad before. I could barely handle sewer duty. It's much worse now. You seriously don't remember? The pipes in the building leaked. Overflow from the sewer. It was disgusting. You couldn't exactly call a plumber, so you made us go into the sewer and drain it from there. I went down there so much, Jordan had to swipe a key to the control panel. You serious? You never wanted to bother with that before. But whatever.
God,
Still
Demon
right
Me
at the
was
control
such a
panel,
dick.
behind one of the pipes. You serious? But if I was lucky, I never would have met you in the first place.
Right, we got a little bit more info now. We can maybe.
She threw the knife down a storm drain. Damn it. I can't blame her, but damn it. Magically imbued tools take weeks to make. I really hope to study it.
We can go down this manhole now.
Are you trying to lift a manhole cover with your bare hands?
Yes, I
You
was.
never know. Maybe the demon gave her super strength. I guess not. Sorry.
Yeah, but I think maybe she might be able to do it.
Are you lifting with your knees?
Yes. Bracing. Fortuitous that I have kept up my training.
Let's go down.
At least the rain is washing away most of the smell.
So we got the pipes. Probably with the key.
Sweltering.
Huh. Looks like Wendy was right.
And we're in the sewer. It's a
Be
sewer
careful.
level.
The heat in this room is kind of off the scale.
I think maybe you can do it? Yes.
Eli Beckett. Mage, accountant, and plumber. And sometimes all three.
So we got a small sign reads emergency drainage system for flood conditions only. Let's drain it. I'm sure nothing will happen. Yay, the sewers.
Turn it on! For the love of God, turn it back on!
Yeah. Hello.
Wait. Master? Master! Master, is that you?
I don't know how many of you were expecting draining the sewer to result in naked, screaming fireman showing up. But that is what happened.
No, you just can't leave me. Not again. Not yet. Please. I know. I failed you. I couldn't lead them. I was too weak. I tried so hard, but it was just too much. I was. Yes.
I don't know why I keep getting
I'm
surprised.
not sure who I am anymore.
This game does throw a lot of
Remember,
curveballs at you in this
Master, how
while
you
I do.
found me? Frozen, half to death on the street? I almost died. You saved me. You healed me. Brought me back from certain death.
Yeah, he's not cold now anymore. Oh, should we lie? Well, you can't, yeah.
So do I.
I feel
will
bad for
never
him.
Forget it. You were so kind. You showed me how to heal. We were going to heal the entire city. But I couldn't do it without you. When you left, the power left too. The chill, the cold, it came back. I couldn't stop it. It just got worse and worse. I couldn't heal myself, let alone anyone else, so I left. I had to find something, anything that could help me get warm again.
I think you, yeah, looks like you found it.
I know! You warned me that that spell was dangerous. I didn't listen. But I was so desperate. I was freezing to death. The bed in that homeless shelter wasn't warm enough. You taught me a spell that would let warmth into my heart. So I spoke it. Then this happened. Yes, They were the only ones who would
So
take
that's
me
probably
in.
why
No,
that
you
happened.
misunderstand. The shelter, it burned to the ground.
Was anyone hurt?
Let's focus on helping you for now.
Really think I can be helped? I don't deserve it. I know I don't, but if there's any chance, help me before I hurt anyone else.
Let's
Anything
talk
you
first.
want.
Let's talk first.
The knife? You mean your knife? Yes, I saw it fall down here. I took it. I hid it. Just in case you ever came back.
Could you get it for us? I'd love to study it.
Yeah, Jordan has a shit time with it.
After you help me? I didn't want to leave them. Wendy least of all. She leads them now. She's keeping them all safe.
I've been trying, but the fire, it's different. It's self-generating, self-sustaining. Even submerging himself in water couldn't snuff him out. I've never seen anything like it. I need to know more about his condition before I can even attempt a cure.
He's got some kind of super fire.
Master, this is all too much. I served you faithfully. Then you left when I needed you the most. How do I know you won't leave again? Cure me? Help me? Do that and I will get the knife for you gladly. She what? Why would she do that?
Standard escalation. More blood, more power.
I want this to end. Please, just let it all end. Thank
Right.
you, Master.
See you in a bit, Jordan. Yeah, Jordan has a shit time of it. This game does get pretty dark at times. Yeah.
He played with powerful magic he had no business using. He hurt dozens.
See, we can.
No. In case it wasn't clear, this is a crime scene, which means stay back. They went out of business, didn't they? Squatters were living in that building for a
So
while.
we've got to get past the copper.
The owner never filed a complaint, so legally we weren't required to investigate. Didn't stop us from keeping an eye on the place, though. Nothing we could see from the outside, no. But to be honest, it wasn't exactly high on our priority list. Oh, really? Give me one reason. Your sister, huh? Well, like I told you, they brought everyone to Beth Israel. If your sister was here, she was probably brought there.
Did you think I already did that, you idiot?
Then I don't know what to tell you. What do you expect to find here, anyway?
Let me in before I punch you in the mouth. Yeah. I don't know if that's going to be effective. Let's try this
If there
one.
is any kind of clue in there, it's probably burnt up. I'm sorry, but I really don't know what I can do for you.
Let's let's do some crank some tears.
It's horrible when something like this happens. But really, I don't know what...
Summon tears, start sobbing, quiver your lips, stare at him soulfully, shake uncontrollably. Can I confirm the twin vibe thing? Yeah, I imagine that. Twins are magic, after all. Which one is gonna work the best here? I think let's stare at him soulfully. No, actually, let's start sobbing.
Oh, God. No, please, don't do that. Damn it. Fine, get in, quick, before I change my mind. Just don't make me regret this.
It's okay. What are we
That
possibly
was
gonna do?
Impressive performance.
I feel like I should applaud, or maybe shout bravo.
You certainly have a flair for deception. We will
Thank
discuss
you.
this later. Let us find what we came for.
You know this is a fantasy game because the cop is nice. So you've got charred walls stand unsteadily against the night sky. We've got nothing much. Apart from this very conspicuous locker.
Something the matter?
Ice cold.
Freezing. That is certainly interesting. Oh, the ice is perfectly normal. Nothing magic about it. It's the cold that's not natural.
So you believe this
That is
magic
splitting hairs somewhat, Eli, but whatever.
Saying, duh, because, well, duh.
Let's see if his fire can do anything.
Come on, melt.
Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. It's just something inside is fighting back. There.
Nicely done.
That's me, Eli Beckett, enemy of ice.
Yeah, Fireboy is on the case. Let's open the locker. Huh.
Well, that's definitely our cold source, all right.
So we've got a giant ice block. Poor Eli, every time he tries to help something, outflexes him. Alright, let's think we might need his help again.
Now that it's out of the open air, the warm rain is coming down. I should be able to...
Yeah.
Look at that. Not a burn mark on him.
The ice protected him from the fire?
It also froze him to death, but if you want to get technical, sure. It protected him from the fire. Well, I might be going out on a limb here, but I'm gonna say magic.
Indeed. This cold is not natural.
Neither is the smell. Ugh.
So,
Maybe. It's hard to tell, you know, with all the frostbite and things.
I admit, he does look slightly
who could
recognizable,
it possibly be?
But as to who, I cannot say.
I think it is. It's definitely the same guy in that picture you got.
The evidence is undeniable.
Isn't that
He sought a
interesting?
way to remove the cold invading his body. It appears he failed. I know. And if his body is dead, that can only mean one thing. His soul transmuted, escaped his body, and became something else. He is alive, just no longer human.
He's become a fire elemental, a spirit bound to a body of flame. No, he can't. And even if we could, his human body is dead. There's nothing for him to go back to.
Regardless, we cannot allow a fire elemental to run loose in the city sewers.
Thoughts? I have plenty of thoughts. None of them nice. Let me mull them over for a bit, okay? We should hear Jordan out before deciding anything, anyway.
Yeah, so we've interesting situation here, obviously. So some kind of magical cold basically killed him, but because he did this spell right as he died, I guess.
I hope your sister's okay. I really do. Just don't come back here, okay? I could get into some serious trouble.
Well, thank you anyway, officer. But yeah, he did that spell, and that somehow made his soul separate
Eli,
from his body
You are scratching the buttons of your
and
coat
turn into a big
with your
fire boy.
fingernail.
I am?
Yes.
The only good
You
cop.
are not aware of it, are you?
We actually do get one more good cop later, I will say. At least one more good cop.
It indicates a loss of control. It is minimal, but
Right. I know. I'll work on that.
We'll get one more good cop later. Okay, so we do need to deal with Jordan somehow.
You did? What did you find?
How do I put this? You're kind of dead.
What? I'm dead?
No, not exactly. You're a fire elemental now. You're alive, you're just in a new body. A body made of flame. That's why the flames are self-sustaining. You aren't on fire, you are fire.
So there's no cure?
Oh, no. Your human body is dead. There's no getting around that. But you're kind of immortal now. That's something, isn't it?
You mean I have to live like this forever?
Yeah?
You should have left me in the cold, Master! You should have left me to die!
Yes, there is. I'm a fire mage. I can control and channel fire. Given enough time, I can remove the fire from your spirit.
Eli, what you are proposing...
Will be incredibly painful, I know.
Painful?
It will feel like being skinned alive.
But it will kill me?
Eventually.
Then I'll do it.
Eventually.
No, no it is not. I will not allow you to do this. Not when there is another way.
Another way?
There are others of your kind. Fire elementals. A whole world of them.
Yeah, in another dimension, across the void. How do you propose to get him there?
Jordan is a creature of spirit now, which means he can traverse the void. I can lend him the energy required, and show him how to open the way.
So he can, what, spend eternity with fire people?
Wait, eternity?
It is a one-way trip, Jordan. Life there will not be easy, but perhaps you can find a home there, a life.
But what kind of life would that be?
One that continues.
Sure, on an alien world, in an alien dimension.
So basically,
alone.
our next option now is we can either kill him and put him out of his misery, or we can send him
And
to
if they don't, they'll be stuck there forever.
another world.
So the alternative is to murder him?
It's mercy. If I was in his shoes, I'd want the same.
I'm, again, like I said before,
You are not in his shoes.
uh,
You cannot make that choice
I'm
for
going
him.
to say
And
how we do
neither
it.
can you.
Yes, yes, Master, you were right. Maybe this is what was meant to be. Maybe you saved me that night for this very reason. Maybe I have some purpose to fulfill in this new dimension. Okay, I am ready.
You two should wait above ground. I will help him transfer across the void.
Yeah, he's gonna go to the world of fire
Guess
elementals.
he's on his way by now. Off to his new life, assuming you can call it life. You think we did the right thing? A chance is better than nothing? Maybe. But to live through eternity without seeing another human being, I couldn't take it. I know that much. His soul is still human. His mind is still human. Although I'm not him, so what do I know? I know what I am. I'm not entirely normal, but I know that I'm human. I know that I'm me. If I lose that, then I lose everything. So, is he...
Yes, he has gone through the void. I believe he will be. Eventually. Only time will tell.
It's got a lot of time
He did
to.
retrieve the ritual knife for me before he left.
Well, that's something. I'll study it back at the lab.
I know the routine. I shall call ahead and have pizza delivered.
It's like you read my mind.
And that's our first mission as a party on Unavowed. I think that also we've gone for almost exactly 2 hours now, so I think that's a pretty good spot of leaving it. So I'm going to name this because I've got my old save files there, so I'm going to name this. You know, just make sure that I did actually save that. Yes, I did. Well, we are not done with that part of the town, is what I can say on the question of what about the ghost. We can't do anything for the ghost right now, I should say. But I am now going to switch us back onto so you can see me. Thank you so much for watching. That was the first mission of our Unavowed Let's Play or playthrough. So thank you so much for being in the chat. We've had a couple of people in. We've had some lively discussion. I hope you enjoy this game so far. It does get pretty bonkers at times, in a very good way, I think. But I think with that, I think we're going to yeah, I think we're gonna say that that's it for this time. For this time, I'll be back. I haven't decided yet on how we're going to do with how often we're going to play it, but I think I might play again in the weekend, so maybe Saturday or Sunday, and then after that, I'm gonna try to do Tuesday evening, and then do one day of the weekend from here on out, and I might at least on Tuesdays. But I want to be a bit flexible on that. But I'm gonna do it at least once more this week, and then I'm gonna carry on next week. So that's about it. I think at the end of this, I think how about we raid my one of my favorite streamers who's currently going, as we're gonna send us all over to Casey, I'm sure you're all familiar with. So yeah, we can. Thank you so much for watching then, and when you go into Casey's stream, say hi to her dog Kiki, and enjoy, and thank you so much, and see you next time for more Unavowed at Rocky Dennis's Twitch channel. Love you all, bye bye.